Ooh, we got a fun, fancy new animation for you.
For Christopher Lloyd, the film, yeah.
Thanks very much.
We love having you here.
It's literally the least we could do.
Yeah.
Welcome back, guys. Hey, we are here with Christopher Lloyd from the Film Yap. We're talking what's new in theaters, what's new on streaming. Good morning, Chris. How you doing, man?
Great to be here as always. Little fun there. You guys need stunt pay after that last segment.
I know, for real. I threw. I've never thrown a mascot an elbow, but it worked.
Yeah, I just rolled around on the floor in a dress, like Casual Friday over here.
What could go wrong?
Yeah. Well, this weekend, there is a lot you can sit back and relax and see, starting with the new Spider-Man movie.
Yes, Spider-Man No Way Home. So this is the last of the trilogy starring Tom Holland, and I think the best of the bunch. You may remember from the last movie that his Peter Parker persona was revealed. So he goes to his old friend Doctor Strange and says, can you whip up a spell to make everyone forget about that? But things go awry, and what ends up happening is they end up drawing all these other villains from the multiverse that we saw in some of the, not just this movie, but the old Spider-Man iterations. Dr. Octopus with Alfred Molina, and Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin, and some others, which I don't want to, this is a really good movie, but also really hard to review because it's so easy to do spoilers. Suffice it to say, there's lots of action, lots of things coming in. I was a little worried about the movie. About 45 minutes in, it seemed a little off, but it pulls it all together. It gets really rich and interesting and deep, and really good Spider-Man movie.
Rich, interesting, and deep, just like you, Chris. Tell us about Nightmare Alley.
So this is Guillermo del Toro. He's actually remaking an old 1940s film noir starring Tyrone Power. And you know, I associate Del Toro so much with horror that I kept expecting this movie to go straight into horror. And there's some elements of that, but it really is more of a straight film noir. Bradley Cooper plays a carny, a Depression-era carnival, who becomes a mentalist, and then he starts passing himself off as this, and he starts then trying to work with Cate Blanchett as a psychiatrist, as the femme fatale, and they start conning some rich people using their powers. It's a lot of people don't, this is kind of a love it or like it or hate it. I didn't love it, but I did like it a lot more than most people. It's very atmospheric and colorful and cool to look at. And if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, the costumes in that trailer alone were really neat.
Very sumptuous visual film, as Guillermo del Toro's films always are.
Sumptuous. Wow. Oh, I feel like I learned new words.
I'm whipping out the vocab words.
When I'm with Chris. Yeah.
I love that.
Next up, let's talk about Swan Song. I am so intrigued by this trailer. This is one of those sci-fi crazy things that makes you think, could this really happen? Like it's kind of wild.
Yes. So Mahershala Ali plays a man who is have a great life, great job, his wife, they're about to have a kid, everything's going great for him, but he's diagnosed with terminal cancer, and he actually hides this information from his wife and goes to a scientist led by Glenn Close, and the idea is that they're going to clone him and put all of his memories and thoughts into the clone and sort of resume his life that way. But things don't happen the way they expect to, and he ends up having cold feet and doesn't want to go through with it. Looks interesting. I haven't seen that one.
Okay, all right. Tell us about The Novice.
So this is an intense film about college sports. Isabel Furman plays a young woman who tries out for the rowing team, sort of just as a lark with her friends, and she just has this compulsive personality and gets really into it. It's like, I'm going to outwork you and make the varsity team. Looks really interesting. Alec Toombs says that he had, it's a very commanding performance by her. First-time filmmaker, young cast, but she says it works out really well.
Oh, nice.
Wow. When I saw that trailer, it kind of, speaking of Swan, I know we talked about that before, but it kind of reminded me of Black Swan when I was just seeing like the pressure that was put on the young athlete and the novice. I don't know if there's any similarities there, but the trailer just made me think of that movie.
It drew you in.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we have to talk about The Witcher Season 2 out now as well.
Yep, that's out on the Netflix today. I don't know if you guys watched Witcher Season 1 with Henry Cavill. Really, it was a huge hit for Netflix.
Okay.
And the song, I think you would like the Witcher song.
All right, I'll dive into it.
I would like to hear you sing it, in fact.
Well, maybe we could do a duet, Chris.
But you know, it's sword and sorcery. He plays this sort of sorcerer warrior character who's ostracized. And goes on the new adventure this year. Is it looks like there's rumors of end times coming. He's trying to train up a young woman as to be sort of his successor, and things go awry. I haven't seen any of it yet, but you know, sword, sorcery, elves, dragons, spells.
Love it.
Straight into my vein. You know, I'm into all that
stuff. Hey, make sure you guys follow, if you're on Twitter, Chris at The Film Yap. or at Christopher Lloyd on Twitter as well. Chris, we always appreciate your best
Thank you
movie
so
reviews,
much,
man.
Chris.
Thanks. Always great to be here.
Yes,
Yeah.
go to filmyap.substack.com. Hey,